Today's protest impacted businesses, emergency runs to hospitals, even forced the closure of some streets. And this has upset many around the city. Global's Morganne Campbell is live on Bloor Street with that side of the story tonight. Morgan.
Well, Mark, I'm here at Bloor and Bedford, and you can actually see right here behind me some transport trucks are parked. There's been just continuous honking. We've actually decided to stay back a bit because the situation inside is somewhat volatile. Now, you take a look now, and there seems to be fewer people, but it appears they may be making it a bit closer to Queen's Park. Let's have a look at what things looked like earlier today. It was a scene commuters were dreading. Bloor Street flooded with vehicles and demonstrators holding signs and Canadian flags as they walked onwards to Queen's Park.
I'm here standing for everyone. No discrimination, no division. That's what I believe in.
Really outrageous.
This just one of a number of streets and highways closed down due to the protests. Demonstrators are still gathered in Ottawa and say they don't plan to go anywhere until they meet with the federal government, primarily the Prime Minister. Here in Toronto, the crowds grew throughout the day.
What I worry about is this series of protests for the truckers has been so negative and so closely associated with negative factions of society that, in fact, rather than it turning into a citizens movement, it may actually alienate people.
Trying to stay truthful.
Many took aim at mainstream media, condemning news coverage.
Shame from the news! All your fake news!
I think the rest of the population is watching this with pretty significant interest and concern.
Jeffrey Dvorkin says the attack on mainstream media is coupled with a breakdown in public trust due to changing public health measures locally, federally, and provincially.
So what we're seeing is a lot of disinformation being spread, sometimes deliberately, sometimes inadvertently, but that's the problem.
Meanwhile, those on the streets are asking government officials for just one thing.
We also do not want to get the vaccine. We should be respected.
So these are some of the trucks that made it to the corner of Bedford and Bloor. That's about as close as they have gotten to Queen's Park. At this point, Bloor remains closed. And really, Mark, if anybody's trying to come into the downtown core this evening, it's probably best that you do not. There is all kinds of traffic down here, blocked off roads, and it's quite busy. And of course, a lot of different demonstrators here. At the end of the day, it's really unclear how long people are going to remain here, but Toronto's police chief has made it quite clear that he does not want to see a repeat of what we're experiencing right now at Parliament Hill. Mark?
All right, also seems very loud there right now, Morgan. That's Global's Morganne Campbell reporting for us tonight. Thanks a lot.